or you dey hear me whine, I be say you tanda gidigba on top of the chairman television station, Wazobia TV channel 98 on top of Go TV cable, Star Times channel 195, My TV channel 17, UHF 57, where all you need to do now to turn your antenna small and on top of DSTV channel 259. Just in case television they far from you, log on to Facebook, www.facebook.com/Wazobia Max. Make you follow us as we discuss all the action to do when they come out smoke inside Nigeria political boxing ring. Make una remember as we do am. On Friday, we go lock shop, carry key go, but our ear go dey ground. And on Monday, we'll carry all the action stories, come drop for your domot. Give you as it dey hot, dissect the matter, give you license to chook mouth inside, and talk am the way it take be for body. The reason for as it dey hot now, so that those who don't give the mandate to represent us, they go respect the principle of, I go speak Latin, vox populi, vox deo, that is, the voice of the people, now the voice of God, and do the right thing to move this our country forward. My name now is Ogo Chokwode, and as usual, I know the lonely side studio. I deal with my brother. When Sabi, where I say concern politics matter, as in a heart.
Good morning, Nigerians. Welcome to another brightful Monday, another wonderful Monday. Although not too wonderful because one of the stories we'll get now, at least one story that we say it did very, very bitter. And at least now the terrible edition of our program, we'll go searching now all the issues of what happened over the weekend, so that at least for those of now we know they're up to date with information about politics. Now go fit key in and at least provide our own little contribution to them. May I also be in mind say we got 3 solid telephone lines and 1 toll free line. Toll free line with the already tell say they're very, very free. Now for that, just call and contribute now quarter to the whole matter. The program, as I said before, now the hot. But now Nkubi.
Make we know where some go straight into the discussion we don't carry come. Everybody remember say on top of us the hot, he get one particular problem when we say we always discuss and we try our best to see say make every Nigerian come together, support the government, support the Nigerian army, so that we'll kick terrorism come out inside of Bodo, Nigeria. It get to do with the war against Boko Haram. The Nigerian army don't come out now. Can't give us shocking revelation. What is this shocking revelation? They talk say it gets parents when they use their own children, especially girl pikin, do contribution to Boko Haram. Make a break and make everybody understand though. They talk to some parents go come and talk say, okay, this is our own way of supporting, say, una they fight bad people. According to what Boko Haram they tell them, una they fight bad people. Carry this my daughter now, wear and bomb for body, make him go one so place, go do boah of himself, so that maybe we go receive one kind year blessing. The Nigerian don't come out, can't draw ear. Give every Nigerian parent say, no, allow people use sweet talk, deceive you. That you say, this thing when your daughter they do it for God, because God no they support that kind of badness. And they don't come and come talk say, our religious leaders, may they know they wait until Friday when people come mosque, or Saturday when people go church. May they sound the alarm, they ring out for people here every day. Say God no they support badness and bad thing. And make them begin to teach. Using the word of God, they tell people say, all this kind of badness when we say you want to keep person because you think say your religion better pass your own, or because you better pass that person, say now badness. And we they call on every parent. It gets some kind of things when people they go they learn outside though. If you not train your picking well, other people go teach them bad thing. Begin to sound them into the mind of children. Tell them say, anybody when come meet you, come tell you say, do this, do that. Come back to us first. Come tell us. Get relationship with your pikin, make them be like your friends, so that they go open up to you and tell you different things. We won't come tell these bad people say, we dey resolute. I go speak English. We dey resolute. We dey determined. We dey united in the resolve of Nigerians to fight terrorism. You will not defeat us. We will defeat you based on us. Edey.
And from that story, make we enter straight into this very bad story we get to do with one particular badness will happen for Anambra State. And this one we call them Black Sunday in Ozubulu. And Ozubulu, they now at least in our community waiting for Anambra State. And from the information we actually get, at least some gang men, according to what they talk, some armed gang men enter inside them at least St. Philip Catholic Church for Amakwa Ozubulu in for Ekusigo local government. Come carry out one badness, one badness. They shoot sporadically for the congregation where they there, killing people where we say we come church, we come normal Sunday, say they come pray to their God, come kill them. And from this figure we get at least the amount of casualties where they talk say they record from this thing, they run into tens, because we not see the specified numbers, but they run into tens of people who die, 30 something perhaps, and if probably over that. And In addition, at least we can't see even the footages. But well, of course, what we know go show now show how bad and how terrifying this particular matter dey. And at least the government will also at least call on the government, make them ensure say this particular matter where a lot of people don't condemn so bitterly. Make they do it, make they enter into them, investigate it properly, and ensure say they bring the people who carry out this badness to justice.
From that particular story, we get to do with waiting. Oga President Muhammadu Buhari talk about that particular attack. Everybody inside of Nigeria don't condemn that wicked attack for St. Philip's Catholic Church for Ozubulu. President Muhammadu Buhari don't come and say this one an abomination of the highest order. Say people won't get mind. Go where people they worship God, can't carry out this kind of particular destruction. Say those people, they don't be human beings. He called the promise. Say the security operatives them and everybody when they inside Nigeria, they must put their hands on deck to use the ensure say all of us they safe. The reason why he talk this one is because they say death. No, they know whether this person they go church or they go mosque. The time when he go come, now anybody, now anything go collect. See women, see children, see young men, see young boys, see papa them. When we say this kind of badness, can't carry go. But Nigerians don't come out when they talk say wait. Make we talk to those when they for government and our leaders. This one not be about coming out to talk, say, we will bring them to book. The book, where will they bring them? The book never full. Make we begin to see action so that we will beat our chest, say, yes, indeed, for our country, we're very, very safe. In a situation where we say VIPs and people when they for government, at least they will get 4 police officers, 5 police officers when they drive them, when they guard them, when they open door, when they secure them. And the people, they're vulnerable, that is. Then they like say, they put target for their head. Anybody feel attack them. Make we begin to address these particular issues. But we believe the President Muhammadu Buhari, and the acting President, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, say all hands must be on deck to use the ensure say Nigerians they safe. We're going to follow this story based on us, Edey. Oh.
And that story will get to do with at least the independent corrupt practices and other related offences commission board, that is ICPC. We know very well. So the acting president actually submit names of people he approved to do it, to take over this particular responsibility. And at some point we hear say at least those names don't they approved. But later we can't hear say they don't drop those 2 names, don't waiting. Say then somehow one investigation where they conduct about them to uncover some kind of corruption matter. And for that reason, they don't drop the 2 names of, the names of these people where they be suggested they take over this ICPC board. And at least with the investigation where they carry out, at least we go know the next measure, the next step where the acting president will take on top of this matter to finding an appropriate person who will handle this matter. And also these people where they say at least will get some kind win-win corruption cases on top of their head. They will also know they will take investigate them and ensure that at least the right things, the right steps are also taken. Now, what you got to do with the names at least the way they don't reject from that is the way supposed to take over ICPC responsibilities.
We must stop the armed robber salary of senators and people when they for inside government. Who talk this one? Professor Ise Sage. Who be Professor Ise Sage? That be the chairman of the joint body when we say President Muhammadu Buhari look finish, can select. But then they give advice as he take concern the fight against corruption. And when he talk this one, now for Benin City, the capital of Edo State, and when they do the annual lecture of Professor Wole Soyinka, he come out, talk say the way when Nigeria is structured. Everybody won't go Abuja. Everybody won't go National Assembly. Why? Because now the money day. He talk say this our senators, they'll come and talk say, we are doing everything to ensure that Nigerians are happy. We are working around the clock. We are stressing ourselves for Nigerians. And at the end of the month, our salary is like 1 million. He can't laugh. Now 3 times he laugh. He do. He talk say that they talk about their salary, but then they talk about their allowance. He say many of them they talk of wardrobe allowance, but they don't go Abuja naked. Then they talk of fuel allowance, but their Jeep, the thing they suck fuel. Then they talk of newspaper allowance, but then they even read the newspaper. He can come and say, this is not the time for us to devolve power. So they be devolve powers. Make states then get plenty power. So that every state go controlling resources, they contribute to the center. That way, people don't go to look say, Kaingawa Abuja, oh, Kaingawa Abuja. That is, let us go to Abuja because now Abuja 9 things they happen. He can come and say, now Nigerians them go come out, speak with one voice. So that these people when we say that they deceive us, according to what he talk, they go stop to the deceive us. Because now armed robber salary that they collect, the work when they do, we know they see them for our own body. Who talk this one? Professor Ise Sage. This 95 stories where we carry come. We don't go waste time. We go try our phone lines open, begin to discuss the matter as it is hot. But before we go this break, we go talk say, may God rest the dead as he take concern the St. Philip's Church attack for inside Ozubulu. Make we go this break, come back based on as it is hot. We come back. Welcome back to I See the Hot. Here's good Chukudi and Nkubide inside studio. And we don't carry 5 of the action to the way they come and smoke inside Nigeria political boxing ring. Can't drop for your domot. The first one get to do with what the Nigerian army come out, come talk, say parents they contribute their own picking, especially girl children, to Boko Haram. The reason why they do this one, we'll go find out when we begin the discuss. And we'll talk this matter extensively so that our religious leaders going to say they have their work cut out for them. From that particular one, we enter what happened inside St. Philip's Catholic Church for inside Ozubulu for Anambra State. Black Sunday, as according to different gist on the year, police talk say, na lone wolf. Could be no understand military this thing. You no go understand. Lone wolf now say single person when carry weapon can enter inside that place. But some people went talk say there be eyewitness of what happened there. They say not be only one person. Say the people enter just begin to spray the thing when they carry come. And at the end of the day, when they begin to count, now plenty people they see. And President Muhammadu Buhari don't reply. Everybody condemn him. APC, PDP, all the people don't talk say na bad thing. And our president don't come out, come talk say this thing na abomination. These people na people when we say they know they fear God. When they give them mind to enter inside church, go do this kind of badness, and he can't promise say our security people go bring them to book. People come talk say we don't tire to hear all these promises. Every time Nigerians go they die, and we go promise to bring them to book. The book we know they see. Whether the thing don't fool, we don't know. What thing go happen? So people they use eraser, they erase the names when they inside that book. Now all these questions we go discuss from here. From now on we enter with Professor Issa Sage come and talk. He know they talk these things since, especially for people in the government. He talk say the salary where they collect now armed robber salary in quotes because they know they work any work and then they collect plenty money. Now why everybody want to enter inside government? And the final one get to do with the action when we say the acting president Professor Yemi Oshibajo take as he take concern the ICPC and 2 people when we say they nominate say they go enter inside that board. They don't find out say these 2 people they do under investigation and he don't come out their name. People come and talk say in the first place before you nominate them, una no do una background check to know whether they under investigation. I be government now like Messi and C. Ronaldo. Now all the action to do will carry come. We'll try our phone lines open. Make you chook out inside this matter based on as Edey Hall.
Yes, sir. We don't hear all the stories, and then very soon our phone line will be very open for that to call and then contribute 5 interesting stories. So some are actually disturbing, and one of those disturbing one get to do with at least this revelation with the Nigerian army don't put out onto say at least parents of at least parents also give out their own children to nominate or perhaps give their own children out to Boko Haram state. May they do it. May they take and carry out their badness. And of course, we just come bring to this issue. If parents go voluntarily, say, okay, for the sake of religion, or perhaps for the sake of that prophecy we will believe in, or probably for the sake of one particular ideology, I want to donate my own child. I want to donate my own child to this cause. What is that cause? That cause is killing innocent people. And then if you go also as a mother or as a parent, look yourself finish. Say, pikin where you born, where you carry for belle for 9 months, where you nurture as a father, where you nurture, can't say you won't give out your pikin, or perhaps you give out your pikin to make your pikin go die in the name of one religion. Then you're a bad parent. You are a very bad parent. And it's very good to say at least this Nigerian don't uncover this particular and don't investigate it to this thing. Can't come up with this thing. And this also brings to mind, what in our religious leaders they preach to people? Now one question, what in with that orientation? Because if every religion they preach peace, love, then how come we know they see that peace and love reflect in these kids? Or perhaps parents, what in that orientation when they put into parents, where the parents go they put them to the children? These are the issues, very sensitive issues. Religious leaders, both Islam or both Christians, so any religious group where you belong to, do the right thing by preaching the right thing. Preach the right thing to your congregation. Not going to incite them or probably give them, they tell them things where we say it will cause problem for the country. You understand? I mean, we should do what is appropriate. We got somebody for our telephone line. Good morning. Welcome to Ask Edey Hot. Okay, Innocent.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes.
Uncle B, good morning.
Good morning, okay, Innocent.
Yeah, I'm calling from Aba.
Okay.
Yeah. First and foremost, I want to start from our senator, the issue of our senators.
Okay.
Honestly, to be frank, a lot of our senators are not doing anything. And the particular reason why we voted them in to go and defend us, to go and speak on behalf of us, they are not actually
protect
doing
your interest, yeah.
Just like, for instance, let me give an instance.
Okay.
The issue of restructuring, which is what the whole country is clamoring for. They are not doing anything about it. I thought that when they brought this very particular bill in that National Assembly, that this is what is going to solve the problem, even the problem of the Southeast. But so unfortunate to us, because some of us are just looking. If these people can pass this bill, yes, there won't be any problem. But so unfortunate to us, even the people that we send there to go and represent us couldn't do anything about it. The bill was just fell out like that. Then what do you think? What do you think that will be the state of this very nation? Like we that come from the Southeast, we are seeing it.
But Oga Innocent, a quick one. You don't actually speak on behalf of the Southeastern people. That is them. They are especially bringing it from your own case. And you were there, but okay, you know, say our constitution also gives us that power to recall our senators, or perhaps if we know they're satisfied.
How possible is it?
But if you get, if they speak now, then
you go through before you recall a senator. You saw what they said. Before you go through both the referendum and other things, how possible is it to recall a senator? It's impossible. Everything they just. They place the power. The power is too much on them that you can't even recall them back. Now, let me come over to what happened yesterday in Anambra State. Okay. Honestly, we do say that we have security in Nigeria. I laughed because there is nothing like security in Nigeria. How can people in a service in Anambra State, a group of people will enter, and up till now, there is no any atom of a kind of would I say evidence, any attempt to dictate
Oga Innocent, just like waiting Oga Willie Obiano, the governor of Anambra State, talk. The Nigerian police force, they do everything when they do to investigate this matter. Why will they emphasize on this one? Because of say, may they do everything when they do to ensure say, then bring the perpetrators of this wicked act to book. We don't appreciate your contribution. We get Oga Obiora all the way from Yola. Oga Obiora, thank you for your patience. Welcome to As It Hurts.
Welcome to what I'm doing.
Good morning, Obiora.
I beg, I want to talk for what thing happened for Ozubulu yesterday.
Okay.
You know, Chukwudi, when Boko Haram started in Edey, this is exactly how they start. They will go to church where people are praying, they will be shooting. So when they are shooting people in the church, other people, they are happy because they kill people that are supposed to die. Until the thing now turned to everybody. So this thing that happened in Anambra State, remember, sometime either earlier this year or last year, we had a rumor that a trailer carry gun enter Newi. Look at Newi, look at Ozubulu. So they say it's a rumor. And remember that there will be no smoke without fire. So what I'm advising, especially the governor, let him try and constitute local security, local vigilantes. Police are not doing anything. I'm sorry to say this. Police cannot do anything because even them, they run when they see these people. So if you hope on police, your people will be finished. So since they are sure that they are in Anambra State, let our local security prepare to take care of us because police and army cannot protect you.
We appreciate this your important contribution, but it go good make we also point them out here. Say the responsibility of our security people now to do the work when we say they go do, and that work now to ensure say lives and property they safe and secure inside our country. We know say the thing they difficult, partly because of say sometimes the hands what we need to use do this work effectively, the thing no day. Number two, all the things when we say they need, no day. Now all these kind of situations they expose the problems we get, and this now the time to do the needful. And the needful now say make we try see everything what we do to use and ensure say our security really the security inside Obodo, Nigeria. And we get another person on top of our telephone line. Oga Friday, good morning and welcome to As It Hurts.
My brother, good morning.
Good morning, Friday.
I had the weekend. I greet you there.
Yeah.
Greet you.
My brother, you sure what you have Anambra State, my brother? If yesterday I hear that news around 1 o'clock, I'm not happy. I'm not happy. Because I travel from Enugu State.
Okay.
I travel almost every week. Go that road. If you will move here, leave Lokoja, you go see police and the police and the police and the army and everywhere Anambra State, police and Abia State. Okay, don't you welcome to this kind of bad thing for church. No policeman and any man, no fair arrest all of them. Anybody. Ha! This country, my brother and my sister for there. Only God will help us for this country. Because I don't see, only security
one Nigeria gets now. This is our big man, our senators and the governors. They follow them. If you go to East, see what 10 naira, 20 naira, they stop everybody. The motorman, they collect 20 naira. So this guy can't do around 6 o'clock, can't do bad something for when people want to worship or Sunday morning.
Oga Friday, from your voice, the thing really shows say the thing pay you. And they pay everybody inside the border Nigeria. But like you don't identify one of the problem. What we go do now to address this particular problem? Now, all of you we've been talking, say, for Punch editorial, according to information, they talk say we get around 330,000 police officers. And about 100,000 plus of this number, they provide security for people in the government and also VIPs. As we don't identify these problems, make we begin to address them because somehow you go come be like say, as people they die inside this country for different parts of Nigeria, this will not be only just because of say now Ozubulu. It just they be like saying now figures and now numbers will they count. But every Nigerian suppose they're very, very important for this country because not only this country we get, and if we place what people they call premium on the life of every Nigerian, one Nigerian go be person when we say we no go one lose at all because the person they contribute well to the development of this our country. This is not the time to solve this problem. Not be just for APC to condemn, PDP to condemn, federal government condemn, state government condemn. Make we begin to check all these our problems. They see why it be say person go carry gun or people go carry gun, enter one particular place, do badness and they go come out. Remember, say for on top of us in the house, now we still talk about that killing when happened for Benue. Plenty times till today. We don't hear anything when they come out of this one. This is not time for Nigerians to speak collectively with one voice. Say we go stop to they lose our brothers and sisters because of say we get some problems where we feel say we don't feel deal with them. God don't give us the sense what we need to you solve the problems when we face for inside this our country and make our country safe. Make government begin to take action now.
Thank you. Make government begin to take action and the appropriate at least message they stand on, they insist on to ensure at least things are done the right way. Because if you don't look at over time, we'd already hear these very interesting, trending statements. Say we're on top of the situation. The security partners will ensure say they bring this person to book. We don't, and this book, if you just start to write everything the right talk, at least this book could not full. But then ask yourself, we don't see anybody. Okay, a typical example that the Fulani headsmen matter say insecurity matter where they happen for some part of the country. The doctors said they go investigate. Nothing is being done. Okay, Benue State as a typical example for Zakibiam. Some armed enter market, kill people. They say they go investigate, but we don't say anything. And now we are having fresh attack. I mean, very recent fresh one where we say it is disturbing. If we continue this way, we get them Gabriel. Gabriel, good morning. Welcome to Us the Hot.
Good morning.
Yeah.
I'll talk about the issue of these people who are releasing their children.
Okay.
For
giving out their children for tobacco, yeah.
The reality about these things is that education is very, very key. I know that the major challenge that is right there in the north is fallow minds. When we have fallow minds that are not engaged with anything reasonable, devil can take over. The reality is that there are a lot of fallow minds over there that are not educated. Because I just think about it. If I was a girl and my parents asked me to go and die for a cause that I've been educated that it does not make sense, then why would I do it? But the reality is that because there is a lot of illiteracy over there,
yes,
they can easily be. And you know, the reality is that it's even a crowd. It's not just few people. We're talking about a crowd of fallow minds, uneducated persons. So you should understand where these things are coming from. And as long as the government does not realize that education is key.
Thank you.
In everywhere, not only in the West or in the South or whatever, it has to go around. And the reality is that I know that this is also a weapon that those in authority are using also to attack the masses. Because if everyone is educated and you know your rights, you know everything that you're supposed to do at the right time, then I don't think the country will be in the state of mess that it is right now.
Gabriel, thank you very, very much for that contribution.
It's very, very key.
You don't talk something we say, if we look deeply, now something we say it makes sense. And if they talk, say we get leaders from that particular region where they educated, how come they don't spread that same ideology to others? Thank you very much. We get Ahmed. Ahmed, good morning, all the way from Niger.
Hello, good morning, Mr.
Good morning, Ahmed.
Good morning.
Abel, bring down the volume of your television, Ahmed.
Good morning, Mr. Shukwu.
We dey hear your guy, Ahmed. Come out near your television so that it go dey clear.
Good morning, Mr. Shukwu.
Good morning. Talk. We dey hear you. Continue.
Okay. Are you hearing me now?
Yes,
Loud and clear.
continue.
Loud and clear. Talk.
Okay. First of all, I must condemn what did they call it?
The attack in Ozubulu.
This issue that happened in Anambra State on Sunday.
Yeah.
It's very unfortunate that when we have an intel report from the security agent who don't work with it. When we had last time that it a truck load with an ammunition, with a gun, into Anambra State, we failed to work on it. And then anytime such type of thing happen like this, we always end up in condemning it without bringing the perpetrator to book.
Thank you very much.
And then it will not work that way. Whenever a crime is being committed, being it small or big, we need to follow it up to a logical conclusion.
Thank you.
This is how Boko Haram started. Boko Haram started, even the DQ in that region can even bring it to an end because due to our negligence, we allowed it to escalate to the entire northeastern region. I believe this will be the first and the last that will happen in northeastern part of the country so that we will not have the cases of issue like Boko Haram in that region anymore. And then it's not left for the security agents, the community leaders, and the youth. We have to be a security. Security is everybody's business.
Very true.
The youth, they must be up to task. The traditional rulers, and then the government, and then the politicians. They should help us bring an everlasting solution to this country. Because this wanton killing that is happening in this country, I must confess that somebody somewhere is coordinating this activity. So please, they should allow those to have peace in this country.
Very, very
This
true.
is the most important thing that we need, irrespective of religion, irrespective of where everybody comes from. Nigeria belongs to all of us. So, and then I sympathize with the family, friends and relatives, or those ones that lost their beloved ones, and then those ones that suspend.
Okay, Ahmed, thank you very much for this important contribution. The way we say you don't address this issue really shows, say, collectively, all of us, whether you come from this part of Nigeria or that part of Nigeria, whether that this religion or that religion, all of us now one. And when badness happen, now everybody the thing will affect. Like you talk, make everybody join hands together to see, say, we ensure, say, our society and our country at large, they're very, very safe. And make government do the one way they do, so that as they work, we go to support them as the followers, and everybody inside the border Nigeria go they safe. Make we rush, go this break, come back. When we come back, we'll continue to collect calls as if they consign the 5 action stories where we carry come, based on as it hurts. Will they come back?
Yes, and welcome back to the program now as Edey Hot. For our viewers, they watch us for Go TV, channel 98, and Star Times channel 195. They watch us for free to F channel 57. My TV rather channel 17 or probably DSTV channel 259. Now that political program is something now with issues. When I mean issues, political issues, social issues, where they happen for both Nigeria, that we don't carry coming our way. And on today's story, we get 5 solid interesting stories for now. We tell about the Nigerian Army revelation, where the sport discover say at least some parents they do it. They give out their children to Boko Haram, make them do it, make them carry out their badness. We can also tell about the Black Sunday for Ozubulu, where some gang men, some armed men enter church for inside Ozubulu, do it. Kill people sporadically, according to it, kill people. We run into tens of numbers. We can also tell and say at least we must stop senators' armed robber salaries. Who they talk this one? Professor Ise Esagi. Now him do it. Now him come and condemn this one. Say we need to pay attention to that to ensure that at least salaries where senators they collect, they very massive. Say we need to put an end to them. And we also content about the one we got to do with the ICPC and the 2 names where they actually submit for nomination to take over responsibility for ICPC. They don't actually at least drop them. These are the major stories what we'll do it, what we'll get for now. And our phone lines today very open for now to call and also contribute in our own quarter to the matter.
Very, very true. It go good make we look this issue when get to do with these 2 members of the out of the 14 for the ICPC board. People don't come out talk say it go good make those who say their responsibility now to do background check and check for people to ensure that these people they're very, very clean and they don't go enter inside one place, they go they cause confusion, make them do their work well before we take some kind of action or we make some kind of decisions. The talk person of the acting president, Olaoluwa Kone, don't come and talk say the fact say they need under investigation or people they talk say they do this, they do that, don't mean say make they disqualify them. But because of say this government already come and talk say they don't want anything will go be like say it go stay the work of government, say make they don't put them there in the first place. But it go good make we emphasize here say due diligence. They're very, very important before the thing come out for open. Make we see the case of Ibrahim Mustafa Magu, the acting chairman of the EFCC. Everybody go remember say the reason why the Senate reject him, say they don't want to make him be EFCC chairman now because of say the DSS when we join body when they conduct investigation for inside this country as they concern security matter, then come out contact say this man the information when they get about him for inside their file now very bad information. But then again we go come ask. After una gather this information, who una give am to? They overlook this information before they send the name go to the House of Senate because now within the Senate they used to say now their basis for disqualifying or rejecting and be that. So it go good make all these kind of small things when they come out for you say we select 14 people inside one board, 2 out of them now people come begin to shout say hey they investigate them they do this they do that we can't come out them. Make we do our work well from the outside before the thing can cause confusion in the first place. We get Tony they call us from Lagos. So Tony, good morning and welcome to Us in a Heart.
Good morning, Oga Shikubi.
Good morning, Oga Tony.
Good morning, Oga Kubi.
We greet you.
Yeah, we thank God for the weekend.
Yeah.
Everything will happen, we thank God. Thank God, God the let our eye open in this Nigeria. We pray God, make all this nonsense stop. Our people go there inside church. They praise God. Say God don't lead them throughout the week. There's not enter Black Sunday. It's unfortunate. Honestly. Now, that one is apart. The issue of, say Nigeria, they forget law. We know the law, but we they forget. And we know they abide by the law. In my 2 years, there are 630 package of guns for some couple of months ago. This year happened 2 times. Now, they don't forget about those ones. Where those ones go? Well, you know whether that gun now, I'm not right go. They don't make that arrangement down to go and fire. Now, see, it don't happen now. What our security people are doing, why are they not bringing this people to book? That is just my contribution, Oshikuti.
Okay, Tony, thank you very much for this your important contribution. Now, important question you don't ask. Severally on top of us, we don't come here discuss matter. Say, hey, the Nigerian customs, they work. They intercept. Now, big English that they use. They intercept consignment of people who carry bad thing enter inside this country. But 2 months down the line, 6 months down the line, 1 year down the line, we're not going to hear that particular gist again. Some of these things now we suppose they do to ensure, say, we see matter to conclusion so that you know come back later, come they haunt us again. See this particular badness will not happen. See innocent people will not lose their lives. Irrespective of how the investigation take go. What in Nigerians want not be to just come and tell us say, this is what happened. We have gotten to the root of the matter. To get to the root of the matter, now to catch people when do this thing, to catch the people when sponsor this thing, to ensure say then go court, answer their man name, and whatever punishment when court deem fit, they go do them. So that those people when we say don't lose their lives and their loved ones, and all of us inside the border of Nigeria go get confidence in our security system. We get Abuchi on top of our line. Okay, Abuchi, good morning and welcome to Us in a Heart.
Abuchi, good morning.
Okay, Abuchi, you there? I beg if you get chance, call us back, make you make your contribution as it take concern these action stories then when we carry come.
Yes, Chukudi, in all sincerity, just still trying to emphasize more on this insecurity matter where we say, every day we talk about insecurity, which of course, anytime we talk about that, it is either we would probably, most times we'll talk about the disturbing part of it. One particular big will happen somewhere. In as much as we know, say, our security personnel, they try their own best, and at least we also know the challenges with themselves they face when it comes to that particular angle. But then, the issue about bringing people to book, now that area we go also need to pay pure details to. Because we not say we get leaders where we say they get responsibilities. We get the Ministry of Justice. We get at least 3 arms of government. Now we talk say we get the executive, we get the legislators, we get the judiciary. If the judiciary responsibility now to ensure that at least people, then the trial people ensure say this person commit this crime, see the punishment where they're supposed to go through. Then we go also expect make the executive, make they also do it what they did diligent by empowering security personnel. By ensuring say the society, the nation get enough security personnel who go conduct and carry out work effectively. Because all these emotional kind of leadership, sometimes they experience, when we say something will happen, instead of us to follow due process of ensuring say this thing will stand to a logical conclusion. We can't paint them around, You now first give us one kind of sweet talk, say we will ensure say we'll bring the people to book. Bringing the people to book means bringing it to book to the point of judiciary. Make them take their own, make them play their own part. But by the time we can't paint them around, now because say before you know it will happen, Nigerians go do it, go forget about that. They move on with their life. It is not good.
Very, very true.
We got Omo, good morning. Welcome to Us the Hot.
Yes, so good morning, my Oga. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Mr. Chukwudi, good morning.
I greet you, Oga Omo.
Thank you very much, sir. You see, this shooting for this Anambra State, we could not forget, when it happened for Niger State that time, 2010, that the St. Teresa Catholic Church, they bombed that time. We could not forget, we say this time the CP say not be terrorist attack. We know it's not a terrorist attack, so not two brothers they fight. But we could not take it like that too, because I say this thing they start small. Before you know, don't become another thing. We should take it very seriously, because that time St. Teresa, when it happened, now we see the battle.
On Christmas Day, I think, one of these festive period days,
Now we see the battle up to now.
Very true.
So make we take it very seriously. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much, Omo, for this contribution.
You don't talk and say this particular matter, make we not treat am with kid gloves. Make we not just come and come and say, oh, it can't be like this. This is what it is. Do diligence in investigation so that we go down and say, okay, well, indeed, una do una work, analyze this thing be. And not be just for the thing to stop there. Make we begin to see results and action so that we go fit beat our chest. They talk, say, and indeed our country is safe and secure. This particular matter, we don't always discuss am. We'll continue to talk this matter until they address them. The one we get to do with the fact, say, the security personnel when we get for inside this country, not reach to secure all of us inside the Obodo Nigeria.
And more than half of them.
Why it be say we get this number of people when they follow people? No, you they represent the people. Those people when they represent, everything what you suppose they do now for their own interest. But now you they enjoy everything. Salary, now you they collect. Allowance, now you they collect. We will hear say some people when they come and they collect hardship allowance. What do you mean hardship? Who they suffer the hardship? Now we have been with the Nigerian people. Joel, they call us from Lagos. Good morning and welcome to Us the Hot. The hardship allowance don't push Oga Joel now. Oga Joel, if you get chance, call us back, make you make your contribution. It go good make we as Nigerians begin to follow this our country stories. Because the thing went on there and say, most of us go look and say, Nigeria, I don't tire. God go help us, God go save us.
God will come down from heaven.
Don't give us the sense to do what we go fit do, to use the short say, our country, they're good. And the first action we go take, the first action we take when we begin to show, say, those when the government, they don't continue to use us, they play Ludo or Snake and Ladder. Now to begin to show interest for government. As they watch, as they hot, maybe every time you go, they look, say, then they talk now. When they talk, tire, when spit drive for their mouth, they'll go sit down. You self contribute for the matter. They put your ear down, they learn, begin they check, they think why it be say a handful of people they enjoy all the things when they're in this country. Why people they suffer? These people they send their children go abroad.
Thank you.
The best schools abroad. London School of Economics. Meanwhile, we get Lautech here. When on the under
in the last 2 years,
our hospitals not fit work.
In the
but
last
big man
2
go
years,
get headache.
Lautech never opened. Students they paralyzed.
Why they
don't paralyzed in the last 2 years? Students of Lautech never smell school, and we get leaders, state governors where they handle that school, where they fund that school. Osun State, Oyo State. What are you guys doing about this? See, I mean, it's very something. And the funny thing is, if I will even bring back this issue of Lautech, to the point that even one of the governors they address them, the way you consider that
he said,
that may they respect on what ground? I'm sorry, but on what ground?
Say may they get respect for constituted authority. If they don't vote you to enter inside government, you go be constituted authority. Una they collect salary, wardrobe allowance, furniture allowance, this allowance, that allowance. People they suffer. Una get security go they drive una. Shansa, open door. They secure una family. Nigerians they suffer. What exactly is going on? What exactly is going on? PDP condemn, APC condemn, federal government condemn. Una they share the money. Look now they see condemn. Now we
look now waiting the Prof. Issa Sagi don't talk. Now one very important thing we also need to look at least ensuring say the people on their own part look what they ideal. If we get leaders who say what they interested in more, not to collect money, they go to collect money, they run into tens of millions of naira every month. And at least now one to go also need to pay full details too. We got Patrick. Patrick, good morning. Welcome to Ask the Hot.
Good morning, my brother.
Good morning, Oga Patrick.
Please, I really thank you people for this program that you people are having. I want to talk about this thing that happened in Anambra.
Okay.
This thing they pain me so much. Because I can't see the reason why people will go to church to worship and find themselves in those kind of mess. But I so much believe that this, what government is telling us is not the truth. Because I doubt, because Igbo people cannot do such things. They are telling us it's two brothers from the same village that have problem in abroad. I don't believe that.
So that the congregation can't suffer, Amabi?
Oga Patrick,
yes.
This will not be about what Igbo people fit do. This will not be about what Igbo people don't fit do. From the angle when we stand here, they talk this matter now. They talk say, if we see where different things don't happen, one of our callers don't remind us of what happened for St. Teresa's, for Madala, for inside Niger State. If we see where all these things don't happen, he gets the trapping. I go speak English. He get the trapping that if you check them inside, it really shows say bad people. They're not this one. They're not the only one part of Nigeria bad people come from. And these bad people, when they do this badness, now all of us, the thing they affect. So they call on the Anambra State government, the federal government, the Nigeria Police Force to do their investigation and give their finding, make Nigerians know, and make we take necessary action to see say Nigerians stop to they die anyhow inside our fatherland. Abraham from Lagos. Good morning and welcome to Ask the Hot.
Hello.
Good morning, Abraham.
Hello, good morning.
Will they hear you talk to us?
Yeah.
Abraham, continue.
Talk with the ear. Okay, Abraham, I beg, if you get chance, call us back, make you make your contribution on top of this particular matter. 5 action stories now will carry come. The one when we say the Nigerian army come out, come talk, say some parents, they use their hand, give their children, especially girl pikin, to Boko Haram as contribution. And we don't talk to our religious leaders, they get a lot of work cut out for them. Everybody inside community get work. It go good make they sound the alarm. They tell them, say, anybody will come meet you, tell you, say, it is written somewhere. Say, if you do this, you will go to this place. You will enjoy this, you will enjoy that.
Tell them, say, make them show you what they're right. And then
parents begin to form bond with their children so that person from outside no can't confuse your pikin. If you and your pikin, they're very, very close, and your pikin, they open him out, they tell you, it go good, make you do the right thing. And then again, the issue of poverty. On top of us in the hot here, now we've been discussing, some parents carry their own hand. They give their children sickness. Because the children, if they go to the hospital when they go give them some kind of food to chop. If parents don't get anything to offer the children, now some of this kind of badness, now in devil go use, they put inside their mind. And then again, we get plenty of children when we say their parents don't die as a result of badness of Boko Haram. What will they do? Social services to ensure, say, these children, somebody be like papa to them. They teach them the right thing so that they don't go fall into the hands of Boko Haram Jaguda people. From now, we enter the badness will happen for St. Philip's Catholic Church for inside of Ozubulu. And some people, they come and they talk, say, 2 brothers, when get issue for South Africa, they carry the quarrel come. But see the gruesome murder. If you talk, say, you find person come, you don't come see him. Now people will come inside church, come worship. Early morning mass. Now you can't decide to say, okay, now then go suffer that particular destruction. Enough of condemnation. We know say now good thing to condemn, but make we begin to see action. Not be it is an abomination, it is a sacrilege, it is this, it is that. Catch the people when do them, catch their sponsors, punish them, make Nigerians begin to get confidence for our security people. And the reason why I talk that it is an abomination, is because say now waiting our Oga President talk, and we believe say this Oga President don't take nonsense. We believe say this government they committed to ensure say Nigerians they safe. We don't see the way when our soldier people don't tie the Boko Haram. Make Nigerians come together, they support. All these people when they do insecurity things inside this country, they ensure say with the fear, whether na Bado, whether na kidnappers, whether na Boko Haram, make we ensure say together, we join our hands together and pursue these people come out inside Obodo, Nigeria. We get another person on top of our telephone line. Good morning and welcome to Ask the Hot. Hello, you there? I beg if you get a chance, call us back.
Chukudi, well, in fact...
Yeah,
good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, morning, sirs.
Yes, talk to us. They hear you.
Yeah, well, actually, I've been hearing everything that everybody has been speaking. I'm hearing you. Good morning.
Continue.
All right. Actually, I've been listening to every contributions and opinions everybody has been making. Well, actually, what I want to speak on is particularly about this education thing, about making education the key to... Actually, if we say education, the education is there. Every state in Nigeria are trying to put education in place everywhere. And people are being advised to go in, and people are collecting. Look at the Rochas Foundation that made free education for schools, both in the north and other places in the south too. And these people are enrolling. But the thing is, after you have finished that education, you come out to the labor market, there is no work. Each year, everybody is graduating from the university, going to youth service. After that, we come out, there is no work. I've seen a graduate spent like 10 years, 20 years, no job. Some are doing Okada work. When there was an instance, I had a quarrel with one mistakenly an Okada. He brought out his certificate. He's a graduate.
Namdi, what you try talk now say, make we stop all this cosmetic approach. If you build the school finish, if you carry them go to school, if they finish, how they go take their important or contribute significantly to society? But then again, make we ask ourselves this very, very important question. And the reason why we as a people, especially Nigerians, they're different and unique now because of, say, in the face of challenges, we they come out very, very strong. Not be just only to go school. We know say school, they're very, very important too. But together with them, also they call vocational education in the sense, say, you go learn handwork, empower yourself, and contribute meaningfully to society. This is another topic we won't go discuss on another day, but we appreciate everybody when we say, call in to chook mouth and talk their mind as they concern this particular matter. I beg, we take go beg now. On top of us in the hot, the fact say when they chook mouth, they discuss Nigeria issues. Now why we know they tire? We promise so they do our investigation. They continue to they carry the matter come here and give you license to chook mouth inside. We believe say those where we don't give the money to represent us, then they watch and they go do the needful. God bless our great country, Nigeria.
Yes, now bye bye. Till tomorrow we'll come again. And I remain cool.
To enjoy more of these our Ubunke videos when you just watch, press this button to subscribe on top of our YouTube page. You go love her.